Have you ever closed an app and suddenly felt like you were behind in your own life? Like everyone else is moving forward and you're somehow behind? Not because something bad happened, not because you failed, just scrolling. And what's scary is how normal this feeling has become. So normal that we barely question it anymore. But here's the truth most people don't realize. That feeling of being behind is not a personal failure, it's a psychological effect. Let's talk about what's really happening. Your brain evolved to compare itself to a small group of people, a tribe, a village, maybe a few dozen lives at most. Comparison used to help us survive, to learn, to belong. But now, in a single scroll, you're exposed to hundreds of lives in minutes. Now in a single scroll, you're exposed to someone younger than you who's richer, someone your age who's more successful, someone who looks happier, calmer, more attractive, someone who already has what you're still working toward. And your brain doesn't say, "Oh, this is curated content." Your nervous system says, "I'm falling behind." It reacts as if your safety, your belonging, your future are at risk. Here's the key problem. You are comparing your real, messy, behind-the-scenes life to other people's highlight reels. Not their doubts. Not their empty mornings. Not their anxiety at night. Not their failed attempts or quiet fears. Just the moments they chose to show. And when this happens over and over, your brain starts to believe that everyone else's life is consistently full, meaningful, and ahead of yours. That comparison is not fair. And more importantly, it's not neutral. It quietly rewires how you see yourself, how you measure your days, and how safe you feel being where you are. This is why scrolling feels productive, but leaves you empty. You're taking in information, inspiration, ideas, but your nervous system is under pressure the entire time. Your brain is constantly receiving signals like, "You should be further by now. You're late. Others figured it out. Why haven't you?" And over time, this does something subtle but dangerous. It turns life into a race without a finish line. No matter what you achieve, someone else already appears ahead of you. So satisfaction never fully lands. Even good moments feel temporary, because your brain is already scanning for what's next, or who's doing better. And here's something most people miss. Feeling behind doesn't come from lack of progress. It comes from lack of context. You are seeing thousands of outcomes without seeing the years, the failures, the luck, the timing, the support systems, or the hidden costs behind them. You see results without process, highlights without history. Your brain is overloaded with outcomes, but starved of reality. That imbalance creates chronic dissatisfaction even in people who are doing objectively well, even in people who are actually growing. Now let's talk about self-worth. When comparison becomes constant, self-worth slowly shifts from "Am I growing?" to "How do I rank?" And the moment your worth becomes a ranking system, peace disappears. Because there will always be someone ahead, someone faster, someone more visible. This is not motivation. This is psychological erosion. It slowly teaches you that being human is not enough, that you need proof to justify your place. So what actually helps? Not quitting social media forever. Not pretending comparison doesn't exist, but learning to interrupt the illusion when it happens. Learning to notice when your nervous system is being pulled into a false race. Here are a few grounding truths. You are not meant to witness this many lives. You are not late, you are just exposed. Progress looks slow when you're constantly shown outcomes instead of processes. Feeling behind is often a sign of overstimulation, not failure. And most importantly, your life is not falling apart, it's just being compared too often. A simple reframe that actually works. Instead of asking, "Why am I not there yet?" ask, "If no one was watching, would I still want this?" That question brings you back to your timeline, your values, your nervous system. It separates genuine desire from borrowed pressure. Because the truth is this: healing doesn't always mean doing more. Sometimes it means seeing less. Less comparison, less exposure, less borrowed standards, and more presence with the life that is already unfolding quietly, imperfectly around you. If scrolling makes you feel behind, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human in a system that profits from making you forget that. Pause. Breathe. You are not late. You are just living in a world that shows too much. Thank you for taking this time for yourself and for being here with me. I'll see you in the next video.